Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the new home of Studio 44. I want to clean out the queue today, so I have another heavy dose of amazing stadiums to show you from amazing creators. So let's jump right into it. We are going to start things off out west with Las Vegas Coliseum. It's in Las Vegas, Nevada, altitude of 4,000 feet, built in 2023. And yes, this is from Fat Dad. He knows the Coliseum is spelled incorrectly, so you don't need to let me know about that or let him know about that. This is another stadium that was lost in the shuffle. This one and the next one I'm going to show you from Fat Tat Dad. Again, the only reason I'm showing two from the same user in one video today is because I want to clear out the queue. I want to start fresh with the brand new stadiums since we had this big gap in videos. This one kind of fell through the cracks again because it was requested through comments. I will show stadiums if you request in the comment, but I promise you they'll get shown a lot faster if you follow the link in my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, or if I remember the link in the description of this video. So please follow the link for the Google form to fill out your stadium request, and I will show them right here in Studio 44. But let's jump into the stadium from Fat Tat Dad. You have the Detroit Tigers batter's eye out here in center, and in right center, you have a couple little playgrounds and a covered area, and then right next to that is this cool little hill surrounded by rocks and a little waterfall. I dig it. Custom bullpens, stacked bullpens out here right down the line, and then you have Las Vegas building right here on this plaza level seating, which I would guess is some kind of casino. Because I've said before, just about any building in Las Vegas you can gamble. There's some kind of slot machine or something. But cool, wide center field with luxury seats and the plaza luxury seats. Now, okay. This is a double layer of upper deck, but the top layer is kind of hidden. I like that. Very cool idea. Then you got a little canopy, Las Vegas, with some bleachers in there. People are watching on field level. Another little scoreboard and some signage. Creole dugout. People are waiting in line to get in there. A lot of people. Then you have another entrance to a casino, I'm guessing, in here. Fairly standard around and behind. Excellent work, Fat Tat Dad. Flip them lights on and take a look at night. Excellent. Got a little pool area out here in Las Vegas and a bridge. Excellent indeed. Let's turn the lights on again and look in here real quick. Looks very nice. Center field scoreboard, and in each corner, right? Las Vegas over there. Pretty sure there was a scoreboard in that other one too. All right, Fat Tad Dad, there's stadium number 1. Let's take a look at the second one you gave us. Next up, we have the Nashville Pro Complex in Nashville, Tennessee. Pretty much max altitude, built in 2022. And right off the bat, I'm seeing this right field custom building. Looks so cool. You guys know how I like my roofs, hitting home runs onto roofs. And then he kind of made this custom building with that roof, putting the home run deck right on top of it. Excellent. Then he used the warehouse to hold the docks in here. Very, very nice indeed. And then the water kind of leaks in from under this party pier and comes into this rock and tree area. Then you have more water over here with the waterfall and some rocks and trees. And using that cool building, maybe it's luxury seating where you just don't have the seats outside. Custom bullpen underneath. Complete with, this looks like what could be like batter's boxes. Oh, it's letters. Okay. Good idea. Like I said, so many different ways I've seen custom bullpens. Very, very nice. Then you have a waterfall over here with a pool in the middle of the waterfall. Okay. Excellent. And then I love how he did this up here, this little garden area connecting the two stadiums. Super cool. Looks much better than that Stadium Row complex that you see everywhere. Looks like a giant club, you know, like from a deck of cards. I think it's got the soccer on one and football on another, and then, of course, baseball is the main. But, yeah. Turn them lights on real quick. Beautiful. He lit up the football field as well, and you can see the Ferris wheel from the party pier way back there. Beautiful. I like this stadium a lot. Nashville Pro Complex. Thank you, Fat Tat Dad. Taking a look at the next stadium from Frank J.F. USA. Well, it's not really his next stadium, but this is a gentleman who found me on Facebook, or at least who contacted me on Facebook, and let me know that his vault is mine for the showing. And this is the next one I wanted to show because, you know, I'm a nerd. I like my superhero movies and my Star Wars and all that. So we're going with Gotham Metropolis Ballpark. It's in Gotham Metropolis, New York, with an altitude of 2,024, and it was built in 2015. So you got Thomas Wayne Plaza over here. Excellent. Named after Batman's dad. Shh, no one knows that. Named after Bruce Wayne's dad. Forget you heard that part. But excellent. It's got the trolley going all through, all the way down. And I'm guessing, oh, it kind of stops right here. Cool. I like this brick wall over here with the scoreboards on it. Then you got a little escalator leading up to underneath. What did he? Oh, this is the train station, right? Yep. It's got the train station arches. That looks really cool underneath there. Kind of looks like it's holding up that top deck. Over in left, you have the Narrows. Okay. From Batman Begins. Kent's Corner. Kind of blends right into left field here. That looks really cool. I also like this Lane's Landing. You got a little bit of a wall. It's a pretty small wall. I see someone tripping over that wall. Going right over onto the field. Face first. But hey, Superman will be right there to catch him, right? I like all this over here above the dugout. And then people are standing right along the foul line here. Looks very nice indeed. And then this, the Daily Planet globe, I like it. Little funky section underneath behind home plate. I can get on board with this. All right. Very nice. Very quirky. Uh-oh, this is the Jokers. Pennyworth Services, Alfred, okay, Grayson Technology, Two Marthas. All right, so you like the new DC. I'm sorry, I'm not a Henry Cavill guy for Superman. I mean, maybe it's just because I grew up with Christopher Reeve as Superman. I don't know. It's just something about his walk, something about his suit, something about how it's all dark and depressing. And Man of Steel was just so. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like Batman vs. Superman a little bit better every time I see it, but I'm glad it's getting a reboot. I'm hopeful that James Gunn will do something with it. It's just hard with Superman being basically invincible and having unlimited strength. You know, that makes it hard to find a compatible villain. But, yeah, this is a cool little city. Looks great at night. Very nice. Like all the references. Reminds me of a Murph Stadium with all the references. Seems like it's been a while since we've seen a Murph Stadium. Where you been, Murph? Come on, bro. I downloaded one that you didn't tell me about that I kind of want to show because it looks really cool, but I don't know if it's not finished or whatever, so I'm kind of hesitant to show it without you knowing about it, but it looked really cool. So there we go. Gotham Metropolis Ballpark from Frank J. F. USA. And again, I would encourage people to fill out the Google form for stadium requests. But if you want to chat or just talk, whatever, I can be reached on my Facebook page. Just search Studio 44 with Phil Sherman, and I pop right up. And you can message me on there, and I'll message back and forth like I have with Frank and a couple other guys. So, yeah, it's fun. Thank you, Frank. This next stadium gives me a big-time SDS minor league park feel. In particular, Franco. Is it Franco Park? Franco Field? One thing that I want to give them credit for, I thought it was cool, is if you go back a few years and look at Franco Park or Field, whatever it is, you notice there's a construction site out in right center field. Well, as you progress, they actually finished the building. So I thought that was cool. Unlike Grand Theft Auto 5, where they've been working on the same building for 11 years now. But this is University Park. It's in College Town, USA. It has an altitude of 100 feet, built in 2024. I can't remember if I said it or not, so this is Justice Beaver 24. Like, I think Franco Park had, like, this green around, right? And then maybe a small little fan section out and left. And then over in right, there was a parking garage, and then that construction building was right over here. So, yeah, I get a Franco Park vibe from this place. Looks very nice. Justice Beaver gave us one of the best stadiums of the year so far, if you ask me, with that canal. Gorgeous. And this definitely gives you a college stadium type vibe. Ooh, using the new futuristic props as well to get it done. This is perfect for a little college broadcast booth or official scorers booth. Excellent. And then you got the little building connected to it, probably some restrooms in there, maybe some concessions, and then another little building over here. Excellent. Pretty symmetrical. I like how this section of bleachers curls around with a little hill area in front of that. Very nice. And then using this as kind of a canopy, maybe for a center field. Yep, center field entrance. Perfect. Looks nice in the dark and the lights turned on. Perfect looking little campus site with a bunch of buildings, including the hospital and this building up front with the nice little park up front. Very, very nice indeed. Justice Beaver. Then you got the... Which bird is it? Oh, it's an owl. Yeah, you can tell an owl just by looking at it. All right. Then over here in left, he's got just a concourse area behind the hill. Very nice indeed. He's got some of the new roads back there, including the slanted ones. Okay. Some new building. Perfect little buildings for dorms. Excellent work. I feel like I've done a lot of college stadiums in the last few videos. Very nice indeed, sir. Justice Beaver been pumping them out quite a bit lately, too. And I'm certainly glad for that, because they've been fantastic. All right, moving on. Okay, before I get into the stadium real quick, I do want to give a shout-out to TMX 2Fat35. Right after... talking about not being able to find stadiums, I could not find Caesars New Orleans Park. So did you forget to upload it? Is it under a different name? Is there a misspell in the name or something? I don't know, but I couldn't find it. So if you can check that out for me and send it back my way, I will get that showcased for you as soon as possible. Moving on to War Memorial Park, or just, I guess it's just called War Memorial. It's in Buffalo, New York, altitude of 627 feet, built in 1937, and it comes to us from Texas Eggs 75. He wanted to take a shot at the New York Knights Stadium from Buffalo, New York. I think Arch did one. I'm not sure if I ever showed it on this channel, but I'm pretty sure that Arch did do one. Buffalo's about an hour and a half from my house. I've been to Buffalo for a bunch of different stuff, but I never knew of this park. We used to have the Rochester War Memorial, but that was indoor. It was for basketball and Rochester Amex, which is the minor league hockey team, surrounded by bleachers, I guess, using a concession stand for the booth. And then right field looks good, using the lights as kind of pillars also. Then a little brick building back there. I've never seen this stadium before. I never heard of it, so another bleacher section right here, and then this outfield curls around. So very nice. I know Arch made a version of the stadium, but I can't remember if I showed it or not. I probably did. Ooh, the outside looks amazing. Kind of separating the two, or like layering them, I guess. And then having a little ramp that takes you up. Very nice. I mean, Texas Eggs and Arch, two people who spare no expense in making the outside of their stadiums look fantastic. And that is certainly the case in this stadium as well. Who played here? The New York Knights? Was it an old, like, AAA team, maybe? I know the Buffalo Bisons play there now. I missed a big opportunity. I mean, it probably would have been hard to get tickets, or they would have been real expensive. But what was it, in 21 and 22? When you couldn't go across the border because of COVID, the Blue Jays played there a couple times. Or was it just 20 and 21? I don't remember exactly, but I know the Yankees played there. And I think they ended up, did they get their asses kicked? I can't remember if I was disappointed that I didn't get to go, or if I was like, see, they got their asses whooped anyway. But I just knew everyone was going to be clamoring for tickets. I mean, not only would I have to compete with Rochester, but, I mean, you got all of Buffalo, too. So I didn't spend the time on it. And at the time they were going to be there, I think it was the time they were going to be there, the Yankees were like really stinking, and then like they played Toronto and they really busted out. So I think I do remember saying, it would have been nice to go to that. But yeah, I did go to that ballpark to see, what was it, Salem? Is that the name of the stadium? I saw the Jim Rome traveling show that he called, what do you call them, tour stops. But yeah, Texas Ag does another phenomenal job. You know, he always does. And I'm sure we'll see something new from him very, very soon. We have someone who made their debut either in the last video or the video before that. This is Stretchy C, and he gives us 303 Stadium version 2. It's in Mile High City, location of 303, altitude of 5,279 feet, basically maxed out, built in 2025. This looks pretty cool. He's got two restaurants put next to each other with this little seating area right on the field level, with Buddy M's right above that, and using the anomaly to fence people in. And then up top, you got the people on Buddy M's old school scoreboard. Center field looks fantastic, using the new building to kind of host a section of seating. Then you got another building underneath with an entrance built right in over here, a wooden deck. Out here and left, you have a fun, quirky little section of seating that runs into the building and the top deck right here. I like this. How some part it runs into the building and then the deck, and then some goes under the deck. Fun. And then you got a little bridge over the waterfall. Excellent. And then it's going to be lit up with these seating signs, seating section signs. And the waterfall goes down and down even further. Very, very fun. And another section of seating. And then, of course, that deck of bleachers. Another restaurant section. More water behind, right into a mountain. You think Ron Burgundy's up there telling everybody that he loves Veronica Corningstone? Or is he getting married to Veronica Corningstone on top of a mountain? There's the new hotel. Is it a hotel? Nope, apartment building. Makes sense with the pool and the scoreboards. And then there's another little pool. Oh, no, this is part of the... Oh, no, it's kind of like a pool. Interesting. All right. What is this? Oh, it's part of the aquarium. I keep forgetting that that's separate. Okay. Very nice. I'm a little frustrated with this, though, because I kind of used this feature in my first revision of the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino. It's going to make it look like I'm copying you. But I'm not. I promise. Futurist Gallery. Okay, that's a new building, right? And then there's another building in front of that. That's new. Then this looks pretty standard. Save the little scoreboard that's in there. Same thing on the other side. And it looks fantastic. Stretchy C. I do remember really enjoying your last stadium that I showed from you, too. And this one... Oh, he's got two of those big apartments. Three. And then the monster skyscraper right there. Oh, this was cool to use these to kind of face off the front. Very nice. All right. Stretchy C. Beautiful. My favorite infield pattern. My favorite dirt pattern. Stretchy C. You're 2 for 2 with fantastic stadiums, buddy. Excellent. I love it. Keep making more. Keep sending us more. Thank you. Cruising right along to Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx, New York. Located in New York City. Pretty much max altitude, built in 2019. And it comes to us from Venom 1120. And, of course, your attention is drawn right to the fountains in center field. Pretty standard seating behind the home run fence with a home run deck. A bunch of people on that deck chilling out. Stands go around and behind with concessions underneath, and people are leaning up against the railing back here. Very nice. Using the new roof on the old school seating. I dig it. Back here you got the sign and the train station stop. I like it. Pelham Bay Park. Very nice. Bunch of hotels back here with the Hit It Here sign. New buildings, new walkway. Everything looks like it's going to be lit up. New apartment building. Venom 1120, nice work. Turning the lights on. Yeah, it's this roof. You come up here with the roof and this field doesn't look properly lit. But, ooh, I like how we did this. I never cared for just this little, for some reason that little area in the middle that doesn't go out all the way bugs me. But he kind of filled that in with this. So I like that. He's got the subway station out here in right field. It looks cool looking all the way down the subway tracks. Seems like that should be a prop, shouldn't it? A subway train or two. Because I know Yankee Stadium, you can see there's little spots with the walls that you can see the subway going across, because it's an elevated subway that takes you, or at least one of the trains that takes you is elevated. So yeah, let's get in here with the lights on, and it looks great. Very nice indeed. Yep, it's lit up about there. Some of the buildings and that fancy walkway. Very, very nice. Faced it off with that big hotel. All right. Nice work, Venom 1120. New creator to Studio 44, we have Mo2179. He sent me Petco Yards version 2 to show you. It's in San Baltimore in the USA, altitude of 770 feet, built in 2023. And I'm guessing you can tell that it is a combination of Petco Park and Camden Yards at Baltimore. And I definitely see Baltimore over here with the seating section right next to the higher fence and walkway that's gated. And then Utah Street was out here. And, of course, the warehouse in the backyard. And then, of course, the warehouse in the background. Then over here, this is starting to look like Petco with the park and maybe a Tony Gwynn statue. And then a cool little concourse in here in left center field. He said this is a 2024 version of this hybrid stadium he made last year. He wanted to implement Camden's deck and warehouse in right with an East Coast version of Petco's metal supply building in left. And then after that, he mashed features from both parks together with custom additions. There's the Eastern metal supply. And then over here, this is also feeling Petco-ish with the second deck kind of hanging close to the first and the giant scoreboard above it. And then this is a Petco Park vibe, breaking up the upper deck section like that. Very nice. Cool idea. Two of the better parks in the league, I'm not going to lie. At least on TV, Petco Park looks amazing. Camden Yards, also a beautiful park to watch a game at. It is a little cramped, you know, in some of the better seats, which is surprising for, you know, such a newer. Well, I guess it's not too new. It's one of the older ones in the league now. It's weird to say that. Open to what? 89, 90, something like that, 91. But yeah, we sat like right around here in one game, and it was really, really tight. But yeah, we were on the upper deck one year, and it was really nice. We were back here one game, and it wasn't that bad. And then we were in the upper deck over here at one point, too. So, yeah, I think that's 4 games. Yep. And they have some amazing food selections out here. I highly recommend the Jack Daniel's grill, where I had that thick piece of bacon. Oh, it was so good. Bacon on a stick. It was $5 at the time. It's probably like 30 now. It was what, 2013 I had the bacon on the stick? It was a impromptu trip to Baltimore because the Yankees, I don't think they ended up making the playoffs that year, but they were in a push. We got seats up here, and there was a big, huge play at first base to make the final out. Mark Teixeira was beating out a weak infield dribbler, and he slid into first base. And from way in the upper decks where we were, we could tell he was safe. But they didn't have instant replay yet. And I think the very next year they gave us instant replay. But they blew the call, and it was the last out of the game, and the Yankees ended up losing, and they didn't end up making the playoffs that year. At least I don't think they did. I could get the years mixed up, but I'm pretty sure 13 and 14 they didn't make it to the playoffs. But yeah, this stadium looks really, really nice. Great idea. Great two stadiums to combine to make a fun little stadium. So great work, Mo 2179. Welcome to Studio 44. And please feel free to send me plenty more stadiums that I can show in the future. We have a new stadium that Mogul Pens would like us to take a look at. This is Lakeside Diamonds. It's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Has an altitude of 166 feet, and it was built this year, 2024. I like this area above the batter's eye. Excellent. And you got the docks back here, surrounded by water. Excellent. Cool little bar deck area out here too. Very, very nice. 2 concession stands back here in left center field. And then you got a field level seating section with a deck on top with more concessions and a big scoreboard. Now, is this the minor league? Yep, you hid the little luxury seating things, I guess. Oh, look at this, using the mural from the one building to face off the bullpen. Right field looks fun too, with 3 decks over here, and then a bleacher section that leads up to that new building with steps. That's a fun idea, using the statues to cover the pillar area of that building. Another deck. Is that deck reachable? How deep is this right here? 337. Yeesh. Yeah, no, I don't know if you're getting up there. Now, why does this look so weird? I guess just the fencing separated a little bit. You see what I'm talking about? Right here, like you can see within, but if you get closer, it collapses back in on itself. It's like my floor in the summer. In the summer, it connects and buckles up, and in the winter, there's big gaps in the tiles. Oh, here's the other bullpen. MLB for ALS sign. Awesome. Is that a new sign? Oh, no, it's just part of that one. Okay. It looks big because I'm close to it, I guess. Where did this prop come from? Did I miss something? It's in furnishings. Okay. Seems like it should be in... fences and gates or whatever, but okay. I vaguely remember it now. The red jersey barrier. Okay. I don't know why I feel like I have to go through all these. Oh, the rope divider. Okay. Yep. I forget some of these furnishings are in there. There's a garbage. Oh, no, that's the water cooler. Sewell found that and said he's going to use it as a pillar. I might steal that idea. It could easily make a pillar. See, I could absolutely make a pillar. Sorry, Mogul Pens. I'm I'm sidetracked. Over here, you didn't hide the luxury seating section, but it blends right in. Beautiful. Then you got some luxury plaza and an upper deck. Great job on this custom booth back here. Blending in that new building. People are sitting in the luxury seats. Then you got another luxury / plaza with an upper deck on top. Fantastic. Great stadium, Mogul Pens. Looks amazing under the lights. Ooh, you got speakers back here by the home plate lights. That looks great. Let's go behind the stadium real quick, see what it looks like. Is this behind the stadium or is behind home plate behind the stadium? I guess behind home plate should be the stadium. This is in front of the stadium. That's a cool view. Could that be our thumbnail? Perhaps. Thank you, Mogul Pens. We have another stadium from Texas Ags. This is Charles Schwab Field in Omaha, Nebraska. Said this is in honor of his Texas A&M Aggies reaching the World Series Finals. So he wanted to recreate Charles Schwab Field in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, I don't know the first thing about what it looks like, but I see he has like a custom building out here in center field with what looks like camera wells and some flags and a little area in center field where the batter's cage is set up for batting practice. Similar over here. Right field, you got a big scoreboard and another cage. Is this maybe a bullpen? It's a lot of seating for a college. Well, if it's the College World Series, I don't know. I don't watch much college baseball. Every once in a while, it can be fun to watch people blast the ball with metal bats, but you got Paradise Dining up here, and then more concessions, some lighting, and a cell phone tower. Excellent. Again, beautiful, this river back here. And then again, what could look like, college dorm area or campus. And then over here, you got the party pier and making use of those new roads. Woohoo! Woo! Another custom entrance, I'm sure, to make it look like the entrance to this stadium. Faced off very, very nicely. And out here, it's kind of like a Fountain Hall of Fame hybrid with some statues on top. Okay. Is this supposed to be a roundabout? Or a traffic circle, I think they're called some places. It's supposed to be safer than the traditional intersection. Excellent job, Texas Ags. I mean, I don't know what the stadium looks like, but it's a cool stadium on its own, even if it didn't look like that stadium, which I'm sure it does. So, very, very nice, sir. Thank you. Bell's Ballpark from Fury Sniper is next on our list. This is the second stadium he has contributed, and he says it's his favorite that he's made so far. It's in New Holland, Michigan. Has an altitude of 785 feet, and it will be available to us in 2026. He says that it's home to the Bell's Brewery, which is known for its M43 IPA. Party deck in left field. 313 corner homage to his hometown in Detroit. Has a fun 5-deck suite home run target with a reachable 351 fence. Also in left center is the Bell's Blast Porch. There's Bell's Blast Porch. Oh, I like this wall of luxury seating. That's fun. You got the Western Metal Supply right here. I like the sharp turn. And here's that batter's eye. This is the one that grew, right? I'm not making this up. It grew. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought this was going to be nice because it was small, so you could build the Twins batter's eye around it. Now what? Oh, this is the street signs. Okay. Or the lane signs. Highway signs. And there's that round concourse with the sculpture in right center field. Huge bleacher section in right. Then there's a little party area over here right down the line into the foul territory. Very unique down the first baseline. with the restaurants stacked on top of each other to create a big window, huge scoreboard, big walkway to a 1, 2, 3, 4 level team store. Should have the jersey of anybody who's ever played for them in a 4-storied team store. This is fun. Escalators take you up to this little level up here with some more rooftop seating. Excellent. Ooh, another team store. You're going to be able to find your gear. Nice little village surrounding the ballpark. Bridge is well lit in the background. Excellent. Huge scoreboard above that top deck and right. Very nice indeed. Fury Sniper. Another concourse or courtyard or whatever you want to call this back here with all the LA Dodger roofs. And then some concession stands with that little roof on top of that. People are hanging out on top of that. Fantastic. Let's look at Bell's Blast Porch a little bit. I'm guessing this is where you get that M43 IPA, huh? I've never been a beer guy. I'm not a drinker in general. Yeah, this looks really nice in here. And they got the big scoreboard, of course, so people can watch the game. At least get a close-up version of the game. I turned the lights on, right? Yeah, I talked about how well the bridge was lit up. Okay. Thanks, Fury Sniper. I dig it. A lot going on, a lot to see here, and it all looks great. Good friend of Studio 44 is the Red Sox fan, Bo Tiger. He sends us Pickins Field, which he said is a throwback stadium that he completely made up. We have a utility area in left field with the batting cage and garage door, then a concourse that spans across the field featuring concessions and a Hall of Fame area. And then below that concourse is seating, a fountain. I mean, I'm rambling about it when I could just show you. The stadium has max altitude and was located in Birmingham, Alabama, and was built in 1964. Look at this. This looks excellent. Yeah, that warehouse definitely gives it an older feel. And then you got this flagpole sticking right out of the fountain. That's fun. The alien's holding it up. Oh, I just killed the alien. If it didn't already drown. Lift it up and flip! Flagpole right through the alien. Oh, I find ways to amuse myself. Anyway, you got this concourse out here in center field where you have the Slim Chickens. Okay. Pickins Field. Excellent. Here's the utility area he was talking about. Yep, pretty standard around and behind with the 2 decks. Right field, you have this big bleacher section closed off by the end cap. Very nice. Little hill out here in left center, or right center. Is that right center? I guess it's still pretty right field. ABS. ABs? Is that what it's supposed to be? This is fantastic. The steps leading onto this building, and then I like how you had the concrete floor and then bricks surrounding. I might do that. I might steal that from you next time. Maybe reverse it. I don't know. But, yeah, I think it gives it a much cooler look. Sometimes if you use the same concourse, which is why I switched it up at Royal Caribbean Field, it looks bland and you can't tell what is what because it's all, just blending together and you can't see where the edges are, so it's hard to see what's what. But, yeah, got the parking lot and the parking garage, old school roof. Fantastic, Bow Tiger. Pickins Field, Birmingham, Alabama. Looks great at night. I like this quirky wall out here that slants down on either side. And, of course, you have the little scoreboard sticking right out in that window. Little concession section right in front of the seating here. Very nice, Bow Tiger. Oh, he did the shipping containers, right, for the garage door. It almost looks like there's something else there, too. Am I right in that? No? Oh, okay, yeah, this guy. What is this thing called? Construction beams, okay. Very nice. Custom garage door. Bow Tiger does not disappoint once again. Ballpark eats behind. Starting to thunder and lightning outside while I record this video. Pickins Field, gorgeous, gorgeous ballpark. Once we get around behind home plate, we will call it a wrap for this stadium. Thank you, sir. Always look forward to seeing stadiums from you. Well, it looks like I said goodbye to Bow Tiger a little too soon. The next stadium we have to showcase is Birmingham Yards. This is, again, like I said, from Bow Tiger. Max altitude, built in 1946. Said this is more of an MLB stadium. Oh, look at this. I love this. Grass between the sidewalk and the road. I love it. Again, below sea level, which makes it look very, very real. Bleacher section and left. Birmingham Yards. I have trouble saying Birmingham for some reason. I like how he blended the hit it here side into the brick wall. 2 decks in right field with another building with balconies and people hanging out on those balconies. Concessions underneath all the seats. And people are watching the game from behind the right field wall. Pretty standard around and behind. 2 decks. But, I mean, just having 2 decks in the outfield makes it more of a Major League Park. 23K from the 40s. Yeah, easily could be a Major League Park. Quirky dimensions again. Very old school feel to it. Fantastic. Bow Tiger becoming stadium creator royalty. His last few builds have been amazing. I mean, not that his early showings weren't great too, but clearly next level his last few. Look at that little village out there, all the little houses with the apartment building back there. Also looks really, really nice. So good, Bow Tiger. So good. I love left field. Going out into that street, amazing. Looks phenomenal. Justice Beaver 24 has another one for us to look at before we call it quits on this video. This is Crown View Park in Kansas City, Missouri. Has an altitude of 909 feet, built in 2024. I guess I shouldn't say Kansas City, Missouri. There's a Kansas City, Kansas too, right? And he doesn't specify, so I shouldn't assume. Yep, but now I'm reading that this is an attempt to build the recent release of Manica's stadium rendering for the Royals. So then it would be Kansas City, Missouri. I haven't seen new renderings yet. I know Kansas City is looking for a downtown park. Of course, you got to have the fountains. They're kind of known for that. Nice little concourse up here. That takes you almost up to street level. Or is it street level? Yeah, looks about the same. You got the Crown View Bar and Rooftop and the Stockyard Terrace, Stockyard Club. Huge Kansas City scoreboard in left field. Great idea by combining the two crowns and then putting a bigger scoreboard on top. Excellent. This whole walkway looks really nice. You got the modem. Pretty standard around and behind. 4 decks. Wow. 4 levels, I guess I should say. Really nice work, Justice Beaver. Yeah, I think I've seen a few renderings of a Kansas City ballpark, but they didn't look like this. But again, as he said, this is the latest one, so you got the State Line Lofts out there across the street. Downtown Kansas City. Yankees aren't too far removed from a trip to Kansas City where they took, I think, 2 out of 3, or did they sweep them? I don't remember. Yankees are tanking now, although they did beat the Braves. Now, this is going to bring up another little rant. How pissed are you guys that all these other games are on, like, ESPN and Fox and Apple TV? I've missed so many Yankee games because I've cut the cable. I'm tired of, paying $80 billion a month to have all those channels, most of which I don't watch. But now I have the Yes app, and if the game's not on Yes or Amazon Prime, I don't get to see it. I can't get Fox. I mean, they do have the antennas that you can get for the basic channels, so I could get one of those, but I tried that in the past and it didn't work. Maybe I got to give that another shot, get another antenna. I missed today's game because it was on Fox. I missed last night's game because it was on Apple TV. It's so frustrating. I mean, do I have to bite the bullet every year and just get cable for baseball season? Football, Paramount Plus helps, Peacock helps, but, if the Bills play Monday night, I miss a Bills game because that's on ESPN, and I don't have – I heard ESPN and a bunch of these guys are going to gather together and make a sports network or a sports streaming service, and that would be fantastic. Because hopefully everything would be covered. But you'd think they would move into the new millennium by now and have some way to get these games. Like, why can't I buy it? Fox should have a streaming site where you could just buy one game. Wouldn't that be nice? For like $5-10, you can buy the game for the night. Tell me a gajillion people wouldn't pay for that who didn't have a way to stream Fox, right? Or ESPN. I mean, is there something I'm missing here? It seems like such an easy way to make money and make sure everybody can see it. But what do I know? I have all these ideas for Stadium Creator 2 that don't get used, so that's how they should do it. That's how everyone should do it. Great job on the circular home run fence. Very, very nice. Looks very, very clean. Outside of the stadium, he used that older brick building, huge parking lot, using the modem and that rounded office complex building thing as an entrance to the stadium. Very, very nice indeed. Justice Beaver with some great stadiums lately here in Studio 44. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for continuing to send me these stadiums. So let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat box on the premiere if you agree with me that the whole streaming shit needs to be sorted out. And tell me that buying games individually isn't a fantastic idea. I would have bought that Apple TV game. I know that they want the monthly subscribers, and that's the main reason they do it. That they get those exclusive games. But some people just aren't going to do it. Let's face the facts. Why not make a few bucks by selling the game for $10, $15? 15 maybe a little bit too much, but $10 for one game, plus you get all the advertising revenue still. Come on. Seems like a win-win for everybody. Here it is, folks, the final stadium of the video. We have Bridgestone Yards by Jace Chiff, or Jace155. I mean, I literally typed in Jace Chiff, just as it's spelled on the screen right there, and Jace155 pops up as the user. But this is Bridgestone Yards. It's in the United States, altitude of 3,750 feet, built in 2024. Got a cool building behind the batter's eye here with a little deck with people standing in front of that. Is this the seats again? Yep. Oh, no, it's an end cap. All right, good work. Using that as a fence. And then he closes it off with the anomaly. Great idea. It always stinks when you want to use one of those bigger fences, but then you have this little teeny tiny spot, and that kind of makes up for it very well. Nicely done. Bleacher section in right with a little standing room area. Oh, this is cool. Is this like a parking garage buried in here? What is that? Yep, parking garage. Doubles very nicely as a standing room only section. Very nice. Again, his template that he uses for, yeah, there they are. Left field. You got this little tiny little section of water coming through from under the bridge. And then it's closed off by that restaurant with the deck and the picnic tables, or the, I guess they're brick tables, huh? Do they light up? They must light up. Beautiful little courtyard out here with a fountain in the middle and a bunch of statues and benches and trees and signs and concession stands. Very, very nice. Can you put one out of here in a home run derby maybe? 328. Eesh. I don't think so. Still, maybe some one-hoppers. Excellent. Jace is amazing. I've loved every single one of his stadiums so far. Beautiful, beautiful work. I like the little trees in here, too. This fence that kind of continues on past the bleachers, and then there's the tree. Those little green areas, or little grass areas hosting those trees in there. Excellent work. Just for kids. Section back here. Excellent. What can I say? A stadium creating star found Studio 44, and I'm so grateful that he's sending stadiums my way, because they are excellent. And just like everybody else in this video, you make my videos better. If you want to make my videos better, please send me your stadiums by following the Google form link in the description of the video. At least hopefully I remember to put it in the description of the video. My YouTube channel or my Facebook page. I would very much love to see what you have for Studio 44 and for the stadium creator community. Make sure you check out Sewell 21's channel, Stadiums Center. He has a great thing going on there where he's adding his stadiums that inspire, his contests. He's now doing a thing where he features a different creator every episode. I was lucky enough to get the first one. Woohoo! Thank you, Sewell. Very much appreciate all the flattering things you said about my stadiums. And don't forget to check out Respect the Pick, the YouTube podcast with my brother and my nephew. You can also find it in audio format wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you once again for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we will see you very soon.